Hello, and welcome to the Demoette series for TIBCO Data Virtualization, or TDV. In this Demoette, we provide an overview of the logging capabilities of TDV. Here is our agenda. We begin by defining logging and outlining its importance for our customers. Next, we walk through a very basic demo of logging. Finally, we summarize the contents of this Demoette. Let's begin by discussing what logging is and why it is important for our customers. Event logging capabilities in TDV are comprehensive and highly configurable. Many different system events may be logged, but they fall into the following categories: caching, clustering, data sources, requests, resources, security, session, storage, system overview, transaction, and trigger events. If an event is configured to be loggable, it may be logged to one or more of the following targets. First, it may be logged to the TDV repository database. Second, it may be logged in the TDV Event Monitor log file. Third, it may be logged as an SNMP trap. Finally, it may be logged to a user-written custom event handler. In this Demoette, we will look at the first three targets. However, custom event handlers are beyond the scope of this Demoette. Logging is important to our customers for two reasons. First, it is a key component of enterprise-grade system administration. Second, it is a valuable source of detailed information that is useful in product support scenarios. Next, let's walk through a very basic demo of logging. Here is the business problem we illustrate in this demo. TDV's requests may be terminated either manually or programmatically. This is sometimes done to cancel runaway queries, for example. In this Demoette, our enterprise wants close monitoring of canceled requests. Therefore, we will configure TDV to log cancel events to its database and its log file. We will also configure TDV to create an SNMP trap for cancel events. This demo uses a stored procedure that executes an infinite loop, simulating a runaway query. It also uses several views of log data. Before you begin the demo, import the CAR file containing these resources, which can be found in the Additional Resources folder that accompanies this Demoette. In order to show SNMP logging, you will need to install and configure the free MIB browser from iReasoning. The download for this software includes detailed instructions. The first configuration step is to import the TDV Management Information Base, or MIB. It is named compositesoftware-mib.mib and is found in the TDV installation directory in the Apps Server folder. The second configuration step is to run the program's trap receiver. Be sure it is set to listen to localhost on the default port. Make sure the iReasoning MIB browser is running before you begin the demo. We are ready to begin our demo. First, let's look at the various TDV configuration options that need to be set. From the Studio menu, click Administration, then Configuration. Under Server, Events, and Logging, make sure that the Enable System Events option is set to True. If this is false, no server logging of any kind will be enabled. Next, let's open the Logging folder. There are 5 logging mechanisms. Memory logging is used by TDV Manager. Custom logging is beyond the scope of this Demoette. We'll be taking a closer look at database, file, and SNMP logging. The amount of data kept in memory and database logs is configurable, but generally speaking, memory holds the least amount of data, database holds more, and file logger holds the most. We open the SNMP folder and see that SNMP events are disabled by default. To create SNMP events, be sure to set this option to True. Note that TDV publishes SNMP traps on the default port 162. Now let's look at the specific events that can be generated for logging. As you can see, they fall into a number of categories. Each event has default log settings, and most are set to log to database and log file. For this demoette, we are going to work with a specific data request event called request cancel. We add SNMP to the list of log targets for this event. Now, when a request is canceled, it will be logged to the system database, the server event log file, and an SNMP trap will be generated. This demoette provides a resource named proc infinite loop, which simply runs an endless loop that opens and closes a cursor. Execute this procedure so that we have an example of a runaway query request that can be canceled in order to generate the cancel event we are interested in. Now open TDV Manager and navigate to Monitoring, Requests. Select the runaway request. To be sure you are selecting the right request, note that it has no parent ID, and the script itself is shown in the summary column. Cancel the request. Our iReasoning trap receiver shows the event. Double-click it and all the details of the trap will be shown. Next, let's take a look at the server events log file. We could open the file with any text editor, but for this demoette, we have defined the log file as a flat file TDV data source with one column per line. We have built a simple view that selects all cancel events from the log. We have also built a simple parameterized query that will return all events related to a specific canceled request. We enter the request ID, and the parameterized query returns the start, cancel, and termination events for the request. Finally, let's look at the cancel event on the system database. Events are held in a system table named log events. We built a view against this table which finds the request ID and uses it to retrieve all events related to a canceled request. Our demo is complete. Let's summarize what we have seen in this presentation. Event logging capabilities in TDV are comprehensive and highly configurable. Many different system events may be logged, but they fall into the following categories: caching, clustering, data sources, requests, resources, security, session, storage, system overview, transaction, and trigger events. If an event is configured to be loggable, it may be logged to one or more of the following targets. First, it may be logged to the TDV repository database. Second, it may be logged in the TDV Event Monitor log file. Third, it may be logged as an SNMP trap. Finally, it may be logged to a user-written custom event handler. Logging is important to our customers for two reasons. First, it is an important component of enterprise-grade system administration. Second, it is a valuable source of detailed information that is useful in product support scenarios. Thank you.